Hello everyone, this is Priyanka. Welcome to my channel Automation with Priyanka. Today in this video, I will be talking about Appium. Already we discussed, I started with Appium playlist and I discuss about a very basic concept like how to install Appium first on your local machine and that you can able to see here. Okay, already 6 videos are uploaded in Appium series and we discuss about along with the installation how to create a session using desired capabilities and how to create Appium session using UI Automator 2 options class. Correct? Now today I will be taking this session where I will be explaining you Appium Inspector. So far we haven't discussed how to identify the elements in mobile application. Now from today, let's continue with the same topic. So very first everyone, let me talk about the basics setup. Okay? How we can exactly start. So I have shifted my machine. So that's the reason again I will continue from the scratch. What to do, like how to create a project in Eclipse, how to do the setup, dependencies and everything. Okay. And then we will talk about Appium Inspector introduction. So the point is very first in Eclipse, you should have a project. Okay. So I'm using Eclipse editor. As you know, Appium is a very popular mobile application testing framework. Correct. And internally, Appium latest version follows Selenium WebDriver protocol only. So, guys, very first, I will quickly create a project, use Maven project, then create a simple project, and there you can provide a name. Usually, group ID represent organization name and artifact ID represent your project name. I will be writing group ID as a, we can say, base IT tech. Okay, so I'm writing base IT tech, and here I'm writing my project name, mobile. Okay, mobile app testing. Done. And let me click on finish. So guys, now it is asking me fail to create a form because it is already exist in the destination folder. Okay, I will change the name everyone. Let me write Appium. Okay, mobile app test framework. Maybe it is previously created a project. Okay, and that's the reason it is not allowing me creating any form.xml file. Change the name and click on finish. Now you can see there is no problem at all, right? You are ready with a new project. Done. What is the first step, everyone? For Maven project, form.xml file, it's our main configuration file. We need to set up here all the required dependencies. Now, how to set up dependencies? First of all, write dependencies, opening tag, closing tag. And guys, which dependency we needed for Maven or this Appium setup? So just go to MVN repository first. MVN repository, and there you can search for Java client library. For Appium, we use Java client library, everyone. Go for it. And you can able to see here io.apm Java client. This is the Java client for Appium mobile web driver. Okay, just click on it. Now you can see the latest update. New release is launched August 13, right? So you can able to use this release. Guys, for Appium, just one rule you need to remember every time. Suppose you have created some previous project also, and if that project any test case you are not able to run, this is because of the version only. Whatever latest version is there, please follow the same version. Example, in my case, I will be using this dependency just to copy, and you can paste it here. Control Shift F, make it inline, and just save it. Another dependency which I use for my project, that is TestNG. Okay. So I will go with the TestNG framework and see the latest dependency 7.11 version I found, which you can use and add in a current project. Control Shift F, Control S. Save it. Once your project setup is done, now you can come back to SRC test Java and you can create your session. Already in the previous videos, you can check. I have already discussed how to create your driver session, correct? Appium driver session. So guys, let me first create a package. I'm writing com.mobile app test. Done. My package is ready. Inside this package, I will be creating my first test case. So very first, let me create a session. So guys, here I'm writing create session or create Appium driver session. Better? Now click on finish. Done. And here, let me just write create driver session. Okay. Or here better I will write test driver session. How to start? Guys, initially, whenever you wanted to start here to create your driver session, first of all, what we needed, if you follow desired capability way, there you need to add all the key value pair, right? But as I mentioned in the last session, that Appium, okay, and whenever you are testing through Appium, any Android application, we have a framework for Android automation that is UI Automator 2 options, correct? So with the help of same class, you can able to design your entire, we can say framework. I mean, you can able to create your session. So at this moment, I will be creating my session with respect to same framework based class. So just write UI Automator 2 options class. Okay. I'm just creating one, okay, reference variable for the same and just create an object. So again, same UI Automator 2 options constructor. This is how we create an object. Now this framework based class and where this class definition is present, I mean into which package, keep your mouse pointer and check it out. Guys, you are getting import UI Automator 2 options class from Appium Java client library. Correct? Import it from the same package. Done. The first step, we have created an object. What is the second step? Options is a variable. I will say reference variable. With the help of this, we can able to set certain properties. Correct? Now, which property we are talking about? So at this moment, guys, first of all, if you can see here, by default, you are able to see some platform name. Okay. Some platform properties are here. Can you see that? So set platform name or get platform name, any property you can call and you can set. So these are the ready-made method. But already this class represent, okay, Android automation. So we don't need to set any property here. No need to simple set here property for, okay, this is Android session and all because it is by default session. Correct? So what I can do, I can simple add some capabilities, right? How we can add a capability? So there is a method, set capability method. Now, which capability we need to add everyone? At this moment, I need to attach app capability. So already the session is created for UI Automator. That is fine. But I wanted to attach here simple app application path and that is my app capability. Okay. For this, we need application everyone. How you guys are able to set your application and which application, any APK file you can use. Okay. And that APK file, I will suggest add it in the under SRC test resources. Okay. So what I will do, I will open that APK file from my machine. Just have a look. I'm having here certain APK files and I'm using it. Okay. So I will just move this APK file, okay, drag and drop and just attach under SRC test resources. That's it. So current APK file available in my project. And if you can see the path, okay, just right click on this file. And if you can see the path, now currently this is the whole path, right? What we needed. Up to this, up to, okay, this particular, project name, we can say it is available inside our project, correct? It's a project path. And then we have a path SRC test resources. And then we have that particular file name, correct? API demos, that particular file name. So what I'm going to do, I will copy this file name and guys, here we can attach it. First of all, I'm writing string path, simple variable. Here I will attach that path, okay? And see, current path, again, we are not getting full path, but I will attach it in full path. So how it is, so just have a look. Just add here full path, okay? Update it manually. So at this moment, I need to attach debug, okay, dot apk. That's it. Clear? But this path is coming from the current system. Okay, so let's take a current project path using system dot, okay, get property, and there you can pass a property user dot dir, which represent current project path everyone. And from that path, you can able to capture, okay, your entire project you can able to capture from this path. And then inside this, we can ask Appium to go to this location and get this path of APK file. Got it? So my path variable which is ready. How to set the capability? So if you remember, all the Appium prefix capabilities you have to start with, you have to write with Appium colon, and there you can write the app and keep it inside the double quote. This is the key. Appium colon app is the capability. And what's the value for this capability? So current path. Agree? So I have written path. So basically we are creating Android session. So only this information is enough. But where we are going to create a session? On our Appium server. We are creating this session where request will goes to the server and server will communicate with whom? With our device. Now guys, we need server path to attach, correct? How to attach server path? So let's see this particular point. How exactly we can attach server path? So at this moment, I need server address, correct? And now let me show you how to open, okay, that server address or how to start a server. If Appium is installed, you can just write here Appium command, correct? Now you can see my server got started. And what's the address, guys? By default, this is the address, okay? HTTP 0.0.0 and then 4723, okay? That's your complete port number. Whenever server is started, don't close this window. You can minimize it, okay? And here, how to attach a path? So guys, we can create URL class object. URL is equal to new. There I can write URL constructor, right? And inside the constructor, we can provide this current server path. Great. But now let me import URL class first of all from java.net package. Now you can see the change. As soon as you import it, first of all, I'm getting here some exception to handle, which is malform URL exception. As it is a compile time, I will be following right now. It's a throws. Okay, just throws declaration. That's it. But why there is a line over this class? Because see the documentation from Java everyone. When you keep your mouse pointer, it says this is deprecated. See, it mentioned it is deprecated. And how to replace now this constructor? So better you can have URI class and there are two URL method. You can use instance of, okay, you can use as an instance of URL. Means what is the change? I need to remove this. I need to attach here URI class and then here I will be using method to URL. Clear? Now please observe. Let me import URI from java.net. That's it. Again, it will throw some exception. Just throw it. That's it. So this is the syntax you need to write. This is what we have just taken path of our Appium server. And now guys, with the help of this path, let's create Appium driver session. Correct? So first of all, session needs some information. Okay. So that is the information like which application you wanted to launch. That path we are providing here. Session need this server address. That address we have created here. Correct? And how to create a driver session? So guys, I told you, we have to write Appium driver. It is equal to new. And then Android driver. Okay? Android driver constructor. And inside the constructor, you need to provide first server path. Along with the server path, your capability. So I'm writing URL comma options. Great. Now see the point. Appium driver is a class, right? So you have to import it from again Java client library. But sometimes guys, if you are not able to see that option to import, I request to follow shortcut. Just use key Control Shift plus O, right? For example, if I can use it, automatically both the classes got imported, right? Directly from that particular Java client library. Can you see this? Appium driver imported from Java client library. Android driver also imported from Java client library. That's it. And what I want, suppose if the session got created, absolutely whenever session will create with a server, server every time sends some session ID to the client. And I wanted to show you that session ID, guys. So I'm writing here, session ID is. And now that ID, I will print driver dot get session ID. That's it. This is the method. So my script is ready. Now I wanted to show you execution for this entire script. Guys, for Appium execution, first step is what? Your server should be in a started condition. Okay. So you can see my server is started. But now, whenever I run this script, what will happen? The script will cause that request will send to the server first, and server will initialize this session with the device. Agree? So we need our device here. For device, what to do? Open Android Studio, right? So guys, I'm opening my Android Studio and I'm using virtual device. Agree? So see, multiple devices are there. Any one device you can start. So I started Pixel 7 API, that device. And now you can see my device is started. Okay. Now I will do what? Whenever server is up and running and device also on, right? Now you can able to run this test case and just observe. Is it now it is executing? See this point? Here you can see some result, right? And here you can see the complete view. If I can open Android Studio, my application should launch directly within this device. Observe it carefully. What is happening? And side by side, I will keep, okay, check that, Eclipse also, so that we will get to know is it started or it is getting failed. So just observe. Application, okay, started successfully, means session is created successfully. If you can come back to Eclipse, guys, I got the result. Current test got pass, and this is the session ID. Understood? So this is what we discussed in the last class also. But guys, now what is next? I wanted to show you how to locate the element, and for that, one more component which we have installed during installation of Appium, that is Appium Inspector. I would like to explain to you. So mainly this session I'm planning for Appium Inspector. So just observe. Appium Inspector, nowadays it is a separate tool that Appium community they have given to you. In this, what is important to understand, please have a look. So technically, this is a tool, okay? And in this Appium Inspector, you guys are able to create your session. Fine. So normally, what is the main purpose of Appium Inspector, guys? See, so far we have discussed how to create a session. And whenever you open any mobile application, right? Here, suppose any application got open. How to interact with that application? Means if I can open this application, suppose. Now you can see multiple elements are there, right? If I wanted to click on any element. So very first in automation, what is the first rule? If you wanted to automate any software application, you need to have address of that element first. Correct? Where is that address or where is that element is okay actually written by the developer? What is the address of that element? And then only with the help of that address, we can able to communicate or we can able to automate that element. And this address in technical term called locator. We should have a concept or we should have understanding of locator, guys. Like example, whenever you learn any web application testing, and if I wanted to check, okay, where is this test ng written? So what we usually follow? We usually right click on that test ng, we click on inspect, and then this DOM area will open, right? And there you can see. So developer designed this as an anchor tag, means this is a link, and the name of that link is test ng. Simple. So this is the DOM area where you can able to identify address of that element. And currently this is our locator strategy. Now any strategy you can follow. You can follow ID, you can follow name, class name, XPath. These are the, I can say, Selenium locator strategies. But now, coming to Appium, how you guys are going to interact with this element and where you will get the address? For that, they have given you separate component. And this is your Appium Inspector. Got it? So main purpose of Appium Inspector is what? There are many features, advanced feature nowadays available in Appium Inspector. But let me tell you, mainly we use Appium Inspector to locate the mobile elements. Got it? So how to start? Please observe. Now guys, I would like to highlight some points here. Observe. So very first, let me use my marker. See this. This is your remote host, right? Suppose if your server is running, okay, at remote site. Then that remote server address, you can able to add it here. Remote port number you can add. Remote path you can attach, correct? But currently, we don't need to use these all options. Why? Because server we are running from our local machine. Even if it is a secure connectivity and all, you can go with this option, correct? So there are, you can see, three options are available. One that you can observe, what we have, capability builder, correct? We have this capability builder. What is capability builder? So just to create your session with the current session, right? Whatever application we have open and all, here you can set up some properties, means some capabilities. Capability name and capability value you can attach here. Those values and capabilities detail you can save also. So currently you can see here I have saved some two capabilities for two different devices, and that's the reason you're getting number 2. In your case, it might be completely blank. Okay, when you open first time this particular inspector. And then this is the another interesting option. If already session is created and with this help of same session ID, you can continue with your APM inspector, okay, by using this option attached to session. So I'll show you in some time. Okay. Another thing, this is APM server setup. As soon as you add here any capability, automatic JSON representation, you will get it here. So no need to attach any JSON representation. This will be automatically coming, right? Now, guys, APM provides you another cloud providers also, right? If you want any cloud provider, you can use it. Example, if you click here, see these are the different cloud providers are available. Any provider, if you want, you can use it and you can continue with the setup. Example, I added here browser stack. If I open browser stack, see, you are getting these options. Browser stack username, browser stack access key you can attach, and then you can able to continue with your mobile application testing, guys. Fine. So currently we are taking local server. So I will select the first option, APM server only, right? Now it is time to understand how exactly we can able to use these particular options, right? So let me show you practically, everyone. Let me clear my drawing and let me show you it practically. So very first, observe it carefully what you need to do to start working with APM Inspector. First point, we need to attach some capability here. Okay. What is the first capability? Platform. Platform name. Every capability, it's in the camel case format. What is my current platform name? It is all about Android. So I'm writing here Android, right? Just observe Android. Okay. Write it properly. Done. And see, as soon as I added this key value pair, can you see JSON representation is coming automatically, right? Let's add next property. Click on add sign and you can add here second property, which is vendor prefix APM, okay, colon. Then you can add here automation name. So let me write automation name. And what is automation name? So I will be attaching UI automator. Let me write UI automator, UI automator 2. Okay. UI automator 2, that's our framework name, which is our automation name. Next, third capability that you need to attach, APM UDID. Guys, what is UDID? Unique device identification number. And when you will able to see this and where you will able to see this, whenever you complete your setup, right? And whenever device is up and running, at that time, open new command prompt. Okay. And there you can pass one command. Here I'm showing you that command. Just write ADB. Okay. ADB means Android debugger devices. Done. And see, this is what my UDID number. Copy this UDID number, come back. And here in the inspector, I will be attaching the same. That's it. And the next important property, that's your application path, guys. So I wanted to start a session with the same application, agree? So I will be writing here APM app. And we need to provide here application path. Now in Eclipse, we have attached application path inside SRC, okay, test resource package. But whenever it comes to the APM inspector, whatever your location available for that file, means current APK file, it's available in C drive. So I will be writing this C drive path. Okay, so if I can copy this directly here, what is happening? See, it will just open, okay, that path. Better I will show you. If I can open it, just copy, or you can do right click and you can just go to the properties better and copy from here. What is the current path? C. File is available in this drive. So I will be attaching here. Got it? And then inside that, what is the next file name? Actual file name is this. Fine. So this is how I have attached it. Clear? Now guys, please observe carefully. Once this process is over, right? So we have added all the capabilities, and same capabilities guys I have added here also. So this is my Pixel 7 capability, this is Pixel 9 capability, and this is what current capability which we have just now written. Now with the help of this, you can click on start session. If everything is fine, you will be able to start the session. But see what I'm getting. That's okay. I'm getting error, right? Failed to create session. It says original error is this is not in the list of connected device. So why it is so? There might be space. Can you see? By default, there was a space. When you remove this space, now this is actual ID, right? So properly mention all the capabilities without any space. And now please have a look. If I remove this pop-up, and once again, if I click on start session, perfectly fine. We are able to start our session successfully. And what you are able to see, the image, the same replica of that application which is open in your device. So current device replica, you will able to see it here, right? Now let me explain you this entire screen, what it is. So guys, observe it carefully. In Appium Inspector, first point, this is the area, right? Where you can able to interact with every element. We call these elements are mobile element. Very simple. Middle area, where you can see source is open. This is app source means what? The code for every element written by the developer, and that code you can able to see it here. I will call it as DOM, document object model. Got it? And the third area, which is very special, important for us, selected element means if you really wanted to automate any element, guys, as I mentioned, we need locator, correct? So APM is very interesting. In fact, in APM Inspector, locator part is very, very clear and simplified for us, okay? Because all the locators, supported locators, you can able to see it here in selected element, everyone. So guys, you will able to see once I click on any element, locators you will able to observe here. I will explain those locators also. But before that, let me just introduce APM Inspector. So guys, very first, this is the area where you can able to see your image, current application image. Middle area called source, where you can see source code for that element. And third area where you will able to see the locator. Once I interact with any element, automatically locators will appear here. But let's understand these options. What is this? Guys, this is the main option through which you can able to interact with any web element, I mean mobile element, right? So this is your selector. The middle option, which is for what? Tap by coordinates. If I can show you, please have a look. If I use my mouse pointer, so here it is for selecting element. Second option is for what? Tap or swipe by coordinates. So guys, sometimes we need to interact with the element by passing some X and Y coordinate value. Agree? And there we need this option. Third is what? It is for download any screenshot. Okay. So whatever element you interact, and you can download that screenshot using this option directly. Now these extra features they have added. So command, gestures, recorder, even session information. Let me show you from this. If I come to session information, see the current session ID you can able to observe here, then session URL, then my server detail. What is my host? What is my port number? See the total session length that you can see here. Got it? Platform name, automation name, UDID number, all the details you can able to observe. And by default, we can able to start the session by using this code. If you can see this, and if I can scroll down this page, observe it. Okay. So after this, what exactly I'm getting? See if I can show you here. Okay, the page is not getting scroll. Just 1 second. Let me check why it is not getting scroll. Or maybe it is in the high resolution, so we are not able to see that. But that's okay. If I can show you in this manner, just 1 second. Let me check. Yeah. Now I can able to minimize it. And now let's understand this process. Okay. So observe. If I can scroll this page now, okay, see this. So after that, what you can able to observe. So here we have a code, right? So start with kind of this session, and actually they have given some code also, but same thing, it's not fully maximized or the scroll is not working properly here. Okay, but I think you are able to see this. Let me try one more time. See, no, in full screen only it is okay, at least visible, but here we are not able to move down. But let me check why and how I can able to use it. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, but page is not getting scrolled. Maybe you can check it out as I have. Okay, like my screen resolution is this much. Okay, I'm just trying to show you for this video. That's the reason I might not able to reach to this page. Okay, but you can check it out from your side. That's okay. This is just a session information you have. Then guys, coming to these options, this is back button means if I click on back, I will go back to the previous page. It's like my device. Okay, then if I wanted to refresh again, refresh the source, then you can able to refresh it. Then this option is very important for us, which is for searching the element. Somewhere what happened, multiple element might match. So how many elements are actually matching and which element you wanted to select, right? That you can able to identify from this particular element. Got it? Then there are multiple options. See, press home button. This is for what? Say app switch button. And this is for native application mode. And this is for hybrid, web or hybrid. Technically, Appium support all three kind of application for automation, right? Native, web app, and hybrid application too. So these are the options. When you come to the commands, now what is this commands, everyone? There you can see for multiple commands available for multiple things, like for session also. If you wanted to get the session, if you wanted to okay check that session, for everything we are having multiple command. Just observe. Get session, set timeout, get orientation, right? All these details you are able to see it here. Get logs, correct? If I can come to the app management, mostly these commands we needed, okay, for automation also. So somewhere you wanted to start your application, start activity, maybe activate your app, install your app, terminate app, right? Somewhere we need to uninstall our app. So these are the commands generally we can follow and we can able to use it to automate the further session. Clear? So guys, there are different commands available for file management, for clipboard, for device interaction, keyboard connectivity, right? All this feature they have given in the latest Appium Inspector. Coming to cache, if you wanted to save any specific cache, you can able to save it. Okay. Recorder is also there. So generally, if you wanted to create a particular session in particular language, so that recording will be automatically possible. Okay. But let's see how and where exactly we can use this Appium Inspector. As I told you, whenever you click on any element, right? So mostly you will able to see the locator part. If I can come to the source, now observe. If I wanted to open this application, then I'll just do here. See, the middle area is completely coding, but this is the third area which is important for you. Guys, here you can see some locator. While testing Android automation or Android application, total 5 locators are important. One is, you can see here, let me highlight with the marker, accessibility ID. Guys, in Selenium, ID locator is the most popular one, primary one, correct? But in case of Appium, let me tell you, accessibility ID is the most primary locator. Then, as per the framework, they have added Android UI Automator, this another locator, through which also, whenever the element is available with some text, you can able to automate the same. Now we have third, which is XPath, right? Then remaining fourth one is what? that is related to attribute. Example, class name. By using class name, you can locate that element. By using resource ID, you can able to locate that element. So in APM, resource ID and ID both are the same locator, guys. It might be directly you might able to see here itself. Okay, in find by annotation. See, this is the area find by and selector. So these are the locator part. But few attributes also we can use it to locate our element. And that is what I'm explaining here. That is ID, resource ID, or there might be class name. So if you can come to this option, okay, search option, please have a look. If I can clear my drawing and if I can use search element, see these are the locator, guys. ID, XPath, name, class name, accessibility ID, or UI automator. So generally these locators are popular for Android application, okay, or Android application testing. So in the next class, I will be talking about locators, how to use these locators to automate any web element or I mean any mobile element. We'll be discussing that. Clear? But try to understand how to create a session with Appium Inspector. Suppose I wanted to close this session. Observe it carefully. I can quit this session here. Now these capabilities, you can save it, right? And next time you can able to use it. So like this, you can click on this save as option. There you can save these capabilities by giving some name and you can able to save it and use it. So I'm just writing, suppose this is for YouTube. So I will just write YouTube, click on save. That's it. So three capability set now I have attached. Tomorrow when you open APM Inspector, open any capability set and you can able to click on start session. And you can see if your capabilities are appropriate. And in fact, do remember one more point. To start session with APM Inspector also, in the background, your server and that emulator should be started, guys. Mostly server and emulator should be in a started condition. Then only you can able to start your session with APM Inspector. And can you see now our session one more time it got started. See, if I click on any element, look at the screen. If I click on any element, automatically locators are coming here. But how to use it? I will be covering that part in the next session. Okay. But this is your APM Inspector. Now, one more point I would like to show you. Let me quit the session. Already through Eclipse, I created my session. Agree? Now, let me show you one more benefit of this session ID, guys. How you can able to use this same session ID and attach to the same session, which is our APM Inspector. Okay, so let's observe this part once again. What I'm going to do, I will just run this test case just to create my session, right? So as soon as I run it, absolutely here you can see the change. Now application got launched and test will definitely pass. Okay, now observe. I'm getting this session ID. What you can do, copy this session ID and with the help of session ID, you can able to start your session in APM Inspector. Copy the session ID, come back to Inspector. Now you can see this is the third option, attached to session. As soon as you click, by default, it will take your entire session ID along with the path. And just you have to click on attach to session. So whatever current session it is, you can able to directly attach to that current session. Understood everyone? And from this point, again, we will continue with the same topic. How we can able to identify this element and how we can able to test any mobile element. I hope today's session you got to know that, okay, how we can able to start working with APM Inspector. So practically the main use of Inspector I will be covering in my next session. But up to this, all topics are clear to all. We discussed today just one part, how to create APM project, how to add a dependencies. And this is the main important topic, how to create a driver session. And which I have already created in my, explained in my previous videos. But now in this session, mainly, I would like to talk about APM Inspector. And so I have taken this session, guys. So there are multiple options. One by one topics will be covering, right? So try to understand what is APM Inspector, how to create a session using APM Inspector. So this APM Inspector is very important to understand and to locate mobile elements. Once you able to identify mobile elements, you can able to interact with the same, and you can able to automate your application, guys. So see you in the next session. There I will be talking about how to use practically Appium Inspector in your current session. Thank you everyone. I hope this video will help you a lot, right? Thank you and stay tuned. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video.